morning. DIY with Achène. I'm Achène. Please be welcome to my channel. My sharing with you today will be concerning power supply. If you refer to my former video on 3 LED strips, I talk about this power supply which I made as simple as possible and everything from trash. So we are going to have a look at what we can do and how we are going to do it with these power supplies. So let's get started. As you can see on this, it's written 3.3 volts, 5 volts and 12 volts. What I did is I salvaged this from trash, and these terminals here, which you can see, these two and these four, I got it from an old hi-fi stereo. You have 4 screws here. You remove the screws, and when you open this power supply, the first thing to do is to have a brush and to remove all the dust that have been accumulated inside. Now if you look here, these are 2 power capacitors. The function of capacitors is that they hold charges. You don't know when you got this power supply if the power supply has been in trash for a long time or the power supply was in use a couple of days before. So you may have charges in these capacitors. You don't mingle with this side, you skip. This we are not going to use, this we are not going to use. Now if you plug this in your mains, it will not work. When it is in the computer, it works. But as a standalone component, it does not work. You will have to do a little job, as you know, is these 2 wires, the black and green wires, have to be connected. Once you put a little piece of wire in this, once you connect it, it works. Why in the computer it works? Because the computer is doing the job for you. When you connect this, it will work. What we will need the black wires, which the black wire is the ground. If you take 1 black and 1 orange, it will give you 3.3 volts. If you take 1 black and 1 yellow, it will give you 12 volts positive, and 1 black and 1 red, it will be 5 volts. This is all that we need. We don't need more than that. But now if you can't do this, there is a gadget that has been made. It is this. You connect the pin in here, and it has been designed to make the connection between the green and black. Once you put it inside, the green and the black will be connected. We have here 4 blacks. These 4 blacks are the ground, and the first 2, meaning at the left, are the 12 volts negative. The second 2 is 12 volt positive with the ground. The third 2 is 5 volt, and the last is 3.3 volts. Another interesting part of this gadget is for each couple they have a fuse. Meaning that if there is a problem on the apparatus that you are testing, that you are using, before it damages your apparatus, it will blow out the fuse. You have a safety device on it. When you plug it on, it will not work. You have a switch here. When you put on the switch, an LED that will light on. I just put this on, it does not work. It does not work. But when I switch this, the LED lights. Now it works. We are going to try it with our LED strips. If on 8 LED it lights up on 12 volts, this means that each LED is 1.5 volts. This is what we are going to try. Every time you try it on 8 LED. I switch it on. It will give me my 12 volts. And this one, I have already scratched 8 LED. I try to put it on and it does not work. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I put it on 4, okay. So these LEDs are 3 volts each. Because if you count 8 by 3 volts and this one is supplying 12 volts, it will not light because 3 volts times 8 is 24 volts. It will not light. Even if I put it on 5 will be 15 volts, and with this it will not light. But on 4 it goes. It works, right? It works. It works. This gadget is very simple and practical. Now I'm going to show to you one thing which is important. As you can see at the back, all the terminals are live. Meaning that if you place it on the box here, all these terminals will be short-circuited. Either you cut it here, you liberate this space, or it will be simple if you find a piece of fiber or plastic or anything which is non-conductive, you put it here and then you stick it on here. So with this, you will have a very nice power supply. And now if you don't have this and you still want to use this power supply, what you need to do is on the black wire, you just plug your wire inside. This is a bit too big. You just put it here. And on the yellow, you put your live. Any yellow. But here what we have to do before you do this, you will have to connect the green and the black. The green is here and the black is here. Maybe you can hear the sound of the fan. And we will see if it works. Here you are. Here you are. Here you are. Okay? Only you do the connection directly here. No need to buy all these. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Hope that this helped. You can find all these a lot lying around in trash. If it's not good, you send it back to trash. If it's good, you give it a second life. Have a nice time. Bye.